For those of you who may not know, there's a young lady by the name of Viola Davis. She's a very good actress. And she made a statement. We're going to stay with this a couple of times. She made a statement. And that's not Viola Davis. That's somebody's monkey. That's somebody's primate right there. That's Viola Davis. Had to get somebody's monkey off the screen. Viola Davis made a statement, and I want to see if you guys agree with the statement. Viola Davis said, if I were not a celebrity, I would be invisible. Let me elaborate as she elaborated. Viola Davis said, I always say that if I were not a celebrity, I'd be invisible, says Viola Davis, as she sat across this table from NPR's Audie Cornish. The Emmy and Tony and Academy Award winning actress is a black woman from South Carolina. Her father trained horses and her mother was a maid. The harsh reality is, if not for her celebrity, Viola Davis would likely have been unseen and forgotten. The theme that Davis is tapping into is an invisibility of black women, an experience of black women being overlooked and forgotten. Sadly, this invisibility is somewhat pervasive and occurs in Hollywood, the boardroom and the newsroom, the world. But this invisibility isn't exclusive to our accomplishments. It excludes our beauty and femininity, how we are treated, and whether we are supported or not. I'm going to try to be very respectful to you in the morning here, Viola Davis. The majority of people in Hollywood would be invisible if they weren't in Hollywood. What do you think Eddie Murphy would be doing if he wasn't in Hollywood? What do you think Jack Black would be doing if he wasn't in Hollywood? What do you think, what is that dude's name who was in the movie The Hangover? What do you think he'd be doing? What do you think a lot of these dudes or women would be were they not in Hollywood? They'd be invisible too. If they worked at Walmart, if they worked at Kmart, they'd be invisible too. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of beautiful women who never got a chance to act or model, and they just work at regular places, and they're quite invisible too. Yes, Zach Galifianakis. Black women just say dumb shit because they want somebody to feel sorry for them. The world's most perpetual fucking victims. I'd be invisible. People wouldn't find me beautiful. What the fuck? So it's people's job to find you beautiful? You know how stupid this is? Like white women just walk around working at KFC feeling beautiful every day. Come on, regular white women. If you're in the audience, tell me how fucking beautiful you feel as a poor person or a middle class person. Tell me how known you are as a poor person or a middle class person. Go on. Why do you think them niggas who keep making videos about me every day keep making videos about me every day? Because without latching on to me, they would have been invisible in everyday life. The fact that this is even an article and the fact that she's speaking out about this, like this is a real thing. I would have been invisible. Nobody wants to notice the beauty of black women. If it wasn't for Hollywood. You think Luther Vandross would have been getting a bunch of women throwing panties at him if he wasn't singing? You think Russell Westbrook would be having people saying how he fine? You think Lil Wayne would be able to sleep with Lauren London? You think everybody would be posting about Nipsey Hussle had he not been a rapper? You think we'd have given a damn about Larry Bird had he not went to the NBA? Dead ass. Look at Larry Bird. You think little Larry Bird would have been anything but a fucking horse farmer? George Bush wouldn't have been shit if his last name wasn't Bush. This is a stupid comment. This is a stupid commentary. And let's read more of this stupid commentary from someone that I'd like to think is an intelligent person. Right, Tom Jones, Lyle Lovett. You can name several of people who, had they not been who they were, you wouldn't have given a fuck. How many of y'all would give a shit about Stevie Wonder if Stevie Wonder wasn't? Nobody would have given a shit about this motherfucker. If you saw him and somebody said Ray Charles, and Ray Charles was sitting around on the corner, just sitting here on the street corner, you laugh and walk off. The most you probably say is, isn't he ugly? This nigga's pitiful. His mom's Aisha. I used to fuck that hoe. This is what would have happened. Nobody would care about these people. The theme that Davis is tapping into is the invisibility of black women, an experience of black women being overlooked and forgotten. Sadly, this invisibility is somewhat I read that stupid shit. How we were treated. Okay, last week, I read that stupid shit. We black women have never felt supported. We black women have never felt adorned, said Davis, and some audience members nodded in agreement. We understand we understand what it's meant to be overlooked and perhaps feel invisible. But Oscar-winning director Steve McQueen was different. He makes Viola feel adored. He is a director that sees you, said Davis. And Davis is an actress worthy of being seen, damn it. Davis has achieved the triple crown of acting. She's everyone's favorite meme. Still, she's had more than enough experience playing maids, drug-addicted moms, and best friends. In Widows, Viola Davis is taking the lead, and the actress, I can't read this shit no more. I can't read this shit anymore. This is stupid. I cannot read this shit anymore. Do you understand the poor in America are overlooked? Who's more overlooked, black women or Vietnam veterans? Military vets. Who's more overlooked, black women or military vets? Serious question. Who's more overlooked, black women or fathers? Who's more overlooked, black women or boys being raped and molested by the Catholic Church? Do you understand how stupid this sounds? And she's trying to sit up here and make this sound like a real fucking thing. Who's more overlooked, black women or the homeless? Serious question. Who's more overlooked, black women or homeless? Who's more overlooked, black women or men languishing or black men languishing in jail right now with unfair sentences or literally being arrested and sentenced, convicted and sentenced for things that didn't happen? Who's more overlooked? Who's more overlooked, black women or the people in Flint dying from drinking the Flint water? Do you understand black women get help from damn near everywhere and get forgiven for damn near everything? And she actually got on here and wants the white dominant society to find her attractive. So black men, I want you to pay attention to what she's saying. That if she was a regular woman and just black men found her attractive, that's not good enough for her. She needs white men to find her attractive. And you men don't understand how these women throw themselves at white men. The love of you, black men, is not good enough for black women. They want to be put on par with white women by white men. And y'all don't see this and understand the crap that's being put out here. Let me tell you something, ma'am. You know the majority of black men don't go around feeling handsome if we looked at television? If we wanted to gauge ourselves by how white women try to holler at us? The majority of men who aren't over 6 feet, are they out there complaining? Men, let me tell you, how many of you men under 6 feet are out there complaining that you are not looked at as the prime target for women? What about fat men? Well, fat people are invisible. Fat men definitely are invisible. Why aren't they out complaining about their being invisible? What the fuck do you mean by invisible? Do you understand that the majority of the world is invisible? Oh, y'all don't hear me? Somebody tell me when I lied. The majority of the world is invisible. The majority of the world has some of the most disgusting, disturbing, violent, and vile things happen to them. And we move on. So while you're in Hollywood eating steak and shrimp and everything else, there are some kids out there in Kosovo who haven't eaten at all. There's some kids in Rwanda right now having their clitorises cut off. There were people in Japan who, after all that happened with the bomb being dropped on them, we don't talk about that anymore. We don't care about them. We ain't worried about what it still might be there, these sites. The majority of the world is invisible, man. But we should care about uplifting black women's fucking self-esteem. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what self-esteem is. Because it ain't about themselves. Somebody else got to give it to them. So that's self-esteem. That's what we should be concentrating on. Black women who walk around throwing in somebody else's hair in their head, feeling beautiful about it. The fact that this is even a thing, the fact that you narcissistic, low self-esteem sons of bitches wake up every day looking for someone else to make you feel better about your own insecurity is disgusting. And the fact that you say invisible because white men don't look at you and find you attractive. And here's what's funny. The people who make the most complaints about they don't find us attractive be people who ain't that damn attractive. Somebody tell me I'm lying. When's the last time you heard a fine ass black woman just go around and say, "Days don't find us attractive"? Dead ass. When's the last time you seen a beautiful black woman sit around saying, "Days don't find us attractive"? Notice you ain't never heard a man go around saying, "Days don't find us attractive." She's dark skinned. It be the ugliest motherfuckers talking about we's beautiful too. You don't represent black women. You represent ugly black women, but you don't represent black women. Let's narrow this shit down. You represent ugly black women. Beautiful black women don't have that problem. Right? Gabrielle Union didn't go around saying, "Days don't find me attractive." So how is this a thing? Anyway, like I said, as an actress, Viola Davis is a good actress. I don't find the woman unattractive, but I don't think you should force other people to find you attractive. I feel the same way about gays. Gays should not be going around trying to tell everybody being gay is okay. No, it isn't. If it's in my house, I don't think it's okay. If in your house it is, you should be secure enough in what you do to not be bothered. I don't go around saying everybody should listen to my damn shit, and if you don't, is something wrong with you? You don't watch my stuff, you're racist. The only reason white people don't watch my videos is because they're racist. The only reason black people don't watch my videos is because they're sellouts. No, people have preference, and they don't prefer you right now. Now, maybe the day will come when they do prefer you. It's just not that day. Speaking of black women and how they have this lust for white men, here's something that happened that I'm a little not confused about, but I think a couple ways about it. Let's talk about it.